Good afternoon, YouTube. Xfile2708 back again with another video. Interesting thumbnail for today's video, guys. I've completed a subset. So yeah, since I've been recollecting movies, specifically horror movies, over the last couple of years, I've gone down several rabbit holes. Some I will probably never complete, the likes of the Anchor Bay subset. I'd love to complete the Video Nasties subset, section 1 and section 2. I'd love to complete that by the end of next year. I've delved into the likes of Shameless Blu-ray, all sorts, you name it, if it's horror related, and there's specific sets to collect. I'm probably collecting them, so it's really nice to actually complete a subset and put a video here on YouTube showing the final 3 titles being added into that subset, and then finishing the video with an overview, if you like, of the full collection. So for anyone that is interested in collecting this particular range of movies, then you'll be able to reference this video and see exactly which ones are needed to complete that set. So that set in question, you can see behind my noggin, you can see on the 101 Films label, going from Drug Stories on this very left hand side, finishing with Zodiac Killer, and it is the 101 AGFA collection. Now I've been collecting those off and on probably for the last year or so. It is a nice small subset, but I'm not letting that detract from patting myself on the back actually completing that subset. There is some American exclusive titles, but the set that I'm collecting that you can see in the background is the UK subset released by 101 Films here in the UK. So that subset totals 18. On the shelf behind me is 15, and down here to my left hand side is the final 3 that are needed. Now if you notice, I will put a picture up on the screen actually, so you can see those 15 titles as they are. You'll notice the majority are with slip covers. There's a couple there that weren't with slips. There's, what are we, Drug Stories and the Horror Trailer Show. Now both of those were the first 2 titles I picked up probably a year and a half ago, before I decided I was actually going to go for the full subset. And the ones that I picked up after then all started to come with slips. So whilst they bug me a little bit, I'm not going to be completely OCD about needing them all with slips. There is, out of these 3 down here, the first one I'm going to show you doesn't have a slip. Like I say, there's 2 on the shelf behind me that don't have slips, so I wasn't going to be anal enough to turn this one down. It was a pickup from HMV, and I did ask, and it's the only one that they had in store. You know, it didn't have a slip, but not the end of the world. As I say, there's already 2 above that don't have slips. So number 16 out of 18 that I needed, and these 2 that I'm about to show you, HMV, 2 for 15, so £7.50 each. So I was like, yeah, there's no slip on it, but it's £7.50. It's another one that I can add into the collection. So that's the first one, guys, the McPherson tape, and you can see nice and uniform. They've all got different coloured spines, and they do look nice next to each other on the shelf. So like I say, at the end of the video I'll put a picture up showing the full collection of all 18. So the McPherson tape, and this one says, if I can read it without my glasses, a decade before the Blair Witch Project redefined the horror landscape, there was the McPherson tape. On October the 8th, 1983, the McPherson family gathered together to celebrate the 5th birthday of Michelle, the littlest member of their household. Everything was captured on VHS by Michael McPherson and his new camcorder, including the alien invasion. Shot for $6,000 by first-time filmmaker Dean Alonto in 1989. This movie blends the production design of a what does that say? I can't see. Something haunted house with a dead serious time to forge a fun hypnotic nightmare that upends the concept of reality. It would have been so much easier if I'd worn my glasses for this video. I do apologise. Whether you'll be able to... There you go. You might be able to pause and zoom that one in, guys. So, but yeah, that's the first one. So that's number 16 out of 18. They're not numbered, these ones, but like I say, 15 on the shelf. So this is the 16th one as part of that subset that I needed. So, as is tradition, stackage. And then the other one that was in the local HMV. So again, 2 for 15. Now this one did come with a slip. So winner chicken dinner. And it is, looks as though it's maybe a double, yeah, might be a double feature, this one. It's called Smut Without Smut Volume 1. And the two films that appear to be on there is one called The Dirty Dolls and one called Things to Come. So there we go, that's that one. Again, 2 for 15, so £7.50 for the 17th one out of 18 that I needed for the complete set. So show you some spinage. There we go. That one there. Apologies if there's any glare. Beneath the Dumpsters of America, a netherworld of adults-only genre movies lurks in the gutters. But what if these movies were less about the smut and more about everything else? Smut Without Smut is X-rated genre movies with the X-rated bits removed. In other words, your perception of reality will never be the same again. Okay, make of that what you will. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but there we go. So I have actually watched one of these, or a couple of these previously. I think Effects, which is up on the left hand side there. I did like a watch along with me, which was only like an overview. Had some knobhead in the comments say, oh well, what's the point of doing a watch along if we don't get to see the whole film with you? So, you know, the fact that YouTube would have took the video down if I'd have put copyrighted video footage in there for more than a few seconds didn't seem to you know, grasp that concept, sadly. But yeah, if you're interested, I'll put a link in the description to Effects, so you can watch that one and hear my thoughts on it. They're all sorts of obscure, low budget, you know, shot on video movies, but for me, you know, they've got a certain charm to them, so I am looking forward to going through the full set. So yeah, there we go. So that's number 17, Smut Without Smut Volume 1. Quite a bizarre concept, so I'm going to be interested to see how that one plays out. So that's that one. And then to finish, number 18. So I'll pick those two titles up. So number 16, number 17. One title left, so I was determined after I'd picked those up to find the very last one that I needed to complete the set. Now, HMV hadn't got it in store. I looked online. I could have brought it £15. Had a look on Amazon, again £15. Had a look on eBay, they were all £12 to £15 as well. So whilst it wasn't out of print, it was one of the more pricey ones to pick up. So I thought, right, let's have a look on CX. Just, you know, on the off chance, probably going to be around a tenner, something like that. No word of a lie. I searched the title out. It came up, Blu-ray release, £2. One in stock in the whole of CX UK. So, yeah, funnily enough, for £2 and then £3 postage, so £5 in total, I thought, yep, I'm going to order it. Again, if it's not got the slip, you know, I'm not going to know till it comes through the post. If it does have a slip, it might be battered to pieces, or it might just not have a slip at all. But I thought, there you go, £5 including postage, you know, 2 to 3 times cheaper than anywhere else in the UK online. I thought, yeah, I'll take a punt on it. So it came through. Lewis was shaking his head. He was like, you have some of the jammiest luck. So for £2 plus £3 postage to complete the full AGFA collection set, we have a film called Treasure of the Ninja, and with a pristine slip to finish. So there's the reverse artwork there, guys. But yeah, there you go, complete with slip and in pristine condition for £2 plus postage. Set completed, as per the thumbnail, completed it, mate. So I was absolutely buzzing me tits off to get that one in such good condition, and as cheap as I did to complete the set. So again, Treasure of the Ninja, the writing is far too small to try and read anything on the back, but again, feel free to pause and zoom in if you'd like more information on that one. And that completes the full 18 on the 101 AGFA collection. So what I'll do now, guys, I'll put a picture over the top of this showing all 18 together. So if you do have an interest in collecting them, those that you can see there are the full 18 that were released by 101 Films here in the UK. Like I say, you can get some additional titles that were American exclusives. I may or may not hunt those out later on down the line, depending how I get on when I watch some of these more obscure ones through. So yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. I am super pleased to complete that subset. That one's completed. There's probably another subset on its way. I'm never normally far from starting a new subset, as you know. So do you guys collect the 101 AGFA films yourself? Are you tempted, after seeing my full collection, to go down the path of picking some up for yourself? If you have, then please let me know in the comments. Always nice to have that interaction with you guys. And yeah, please remember to like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll be back later on in the week with another video. Bye for now, guys.